have a problem with VTubers. Well, less of a problem and more like pet peeves that bother me ever so slightly when I see them. And of course, what I see as problems are obviously the most important in the community. I have 3 of these to be exact, and what bothers me the most is how fixable they are. Gotta love seeing fully preventable problems. The thing is, you might be guilty of these things too. Some are just bothersome, but one is an actual safety concern. So let me help you by sharing my 3 biggest pet peeves with VTubing. First off, and probably the one that bothers me the most, is when a VTuber model is cut off. Does this bother you? How about this? Models being the victims of window crop aren't normally that egregious, but hey, dramatic effect to explain my point. Now, this normally happens when a VTube Studio window in your streaming software is made small, pushed to the corner for a gaming scene. It can also happen if you move VTube Studio to a smaller monitor and have it full screened. My 4K monitor shows it a bit different than my, well, not 4K monitor I pulled out of the dumpster. You might manually move your VTuber into position or even use a hotkey and then look away to play a game. With your attention not on the model and your model's head turned towards the game, you'll be missing these odd cropping moments, but chat won't. However, before you panic, know that this is super fixable. First solution is to make the VTube Studio capture the screen size or bigger. Then lock it so it doesn't move on you. This ensures no clipping issues, and the only time chat sees a cut part of the model would be if you're off screen, like during a debut, showing the grippers but no spoilers. This is also ideal for certain plugins like Twitch Integrated Throwing System, because the same window sizes can help troubleshoot not being able to estimate where the model is. However, if you're worried about making the model too small in VTube Studio so that it's gonna ruin how it's seen on screen, just at least make sure that the model's full range of movement cannot clip. This is easily fixed by flailing around before going live. A VTuber model won't just get up and move on its own, so checking the model to see if it clips is a way to make sure you're not making this mistake. The second one, I'll admit I'm guilty of, and I did it for almost a year. But hey, live and learn. At least now I know the solution and can share it with you. The next one is about immersion breaking. And before you get up in arms, no, this is not about VTubers who post selfies or ungloved hand cams or anything like that. I'm talking about seeing the absolute worst, most immersion-breaking thing, the VTube Studio UI. Remember, this is a video about my pet peeves. Seeing the UI of VTube Studio is not the worst thing ever, sure, but how about doxing? Yep, that's right, what started out as a pet peeve and about immersion actually has internet safety involved. What am I referring to? Well, if a VTuber needs to grab an item, change a model, or add a visual effects, they need to open this menu. This, to me, takes away some of the magic, and there are 2 things to keep in mind that may show more than you'd like. One is the face outline for tracking in the camera settings. I'll admit it's not a one-to-one face shape, but it can be a bit uncomfortable to some. Secondly, although you would need to click one step further, it can also show your IP address. But how do we fix this? I know I need the ability to see items or check what the heck I put a toggle under, so there is a solution. And the best thing about it, you only have to do it once. I actually had to look up how to do it again because I said it over a year ago? Totally forgot how to do it. But to fix this, you'll need Spout. First, install the Spout 2 plugin. The link is in the description with instructions for installing, or you can click Install Spout 2 with the camera settings of VTube Studio. The basics to it is running the installer and adding to the OBS directly. Once it's installed, you'll see the new Spout 2 capture in OBS. Add the source with VTube Studio, make sure the background is set to color picker, and you're done. Extra tip, just set the background to black. I had mine set to green screen for an embarrassing long amount of time, and it gave a weird green outline to it. Setting it to black will solve this. Okay, so those are 2 pretty solid pet peeves, but this last one, you're just honestly damaging your own reach as a content creator, as a VTuber. The last one I have is the most despicable. As a VTuber, more specifically on Twitch, set your stream tag as VTuber. I mean, it's so easy. The last 2 solutions seem like work compared to this. All you need to do is set your tag to VTuber and do not touch it. I literally search exclusively by VTuber. Why? to find the VTubers. So many of you just put key smash, single streamer near you, or some other memery, but forget this essential. You have 10 tags. Please just use one of them for VTuber. It's not that hard. Well, there we go. My biggest pet peeves in the VTubing community. Entirely fixable too. So hopefully we can spread this video to raise awareness on what not to do. But are you doing all you can as a creator? If you want to make sure you're doing your best, watch this video to learn about 3 critical mistakes content creators must avoid in 2025. But that's all I got for this one. Don't forget to share this with a friend if you found it helpful, or leave your burning questions in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!